full-length hair. She had good eyes, Eve thought, clear and dark. And though the sheer vileness of the scene had leached some of the color from her cheeks, she was holding. "Motive?" Eve asked.
"It appears to be robbery, Lieutenant."
"Why?"
"The cash drawer's open and empty. The credit machine's broken."
"Mm-hmm. Snazzy place like this would be heavier in credits, but they'd do some cash business."
"Zeus addicts kill for spare change."
"True enough. But what would our victim have been doing alone in a closed club with an addict? Why would he let anyone hopped up on Zeus behind the bar? And, with her sealed fingers, she picked up a small silver credit chip from the river of blood. Why would our addict leave these behind? A number of them are scattered here around the body."
"He could have dropped them."
But Peabody began to think she wasn't seeing something Eve did. Could have. She counted the coins as she picked them up, 30 in all, sealed them in an evidence bag and handed it to Peabody. Then she picked up the bat. It was fouled with blood and brain. About 2 feet in length, she judged, and weighted to mean business. Mean business. It's good solid metal, not something an addict would pick up in some abandoned building. We're going to find this belonged here, behind the bar. We're going to find, Peabody, that our victim knew his killer. Maybe they were having an after-hours drink." Her eyes narrowed as she pictured it. Maybe they had words, and the words escalated. More likely, our killer already had an edge on. He knew where the bat was, came behind the bar, something he'd done before, so our friend here doesn't think anything of it. He's not concerned, doesn't worry about turning his back. She did so herself, measuring the position of the body, of the splatter. The first blow rams him face first into the glass on the back wall. Look at the cuts on his face. Those aren't nicks from flying glass. They're too long, too deep. He manages to turn, and that's where the killer takes the next swing, here, across the jaw. That spins him around again. He grabs the shelves there, brings them down, bottles crashing. That's when he took the killing blow, this one that cracked his skull like an egg. She crouched again, sat back on her heel. After that, the killer just beat the hell out of him, then wrecked the place. Maybe in temper, maybe as cover. But he had enough control to come back here, to look at his handiwork before he left. He dropped the bat here when he was done.
"He wanted it to look like a robbery? Like in illegal's overkill?"
"Yeah. Or our victim was a moron, and I'm giving him too much credit." "You got the body and immediate scene recorded? All angles?"
"Yes, sir."
"Let's turn him over." The shattered bones shifted like a sack of broken crockery as Eve turned the body. God damn it. Oh, God damn it. She reached down to lift the smeared ID from the cool, congealing pool of blood. With her sealed thumb, she wiped at the photo and the shield. He was on the job.
"He was a cop?"
Peabody stepped forward. She heard the sudden silence. The crime scene team and the sweepers working on the other side of the bar stopped talking, stopped moving. A half-dozen faces turned, waited. Coley, Detective Taj. Eve's face was grim as she got to her feet. He was one of us. Peabody crossed the littered floor to where Eve stood watching the remains of Detective Taj Coley being bagged for transferal to the morgue.
"I got his basics, Dallas. He's out of the 128, assigned to illegals. Been on the job for 8 years. Came out of the military. He was 37, married, 2 kids.
Anything pop on his record?"
"No, sir, it's clean."
"Let's find out if he was working undercover here, or just moonlighting. Elliot, I want those security discs." "There aren't any." One of the crime scene team hurried over. His face was folded into angry lines. "Cleaned out. Every one of them. The place had full scope and this son of a bitch snagged every one. We got nothing."